Hey, how's it going guys? Shift here. Of course, as you guys saw last time we played, we finished up the final campaign of the game, so what are we doing back here, you might ask? Well, back in the first episode of the LP, I guess we don't have Sonic for this. I briefly went to the Chao World. I don't know if I want to call it a stage or not, but the Chao World stage. So I figured I will go ahead and just show some of the Chao races and whatnot. So basically, unlike what I did last time, I loaded the file I have of all my Chao, so you can see I already got guys all good and whatnot. Oh, good for you there. Anywho, I figured what I'd probably do is just kind of explain a bunch of the different races, show everything you can do. So beginner race here is, actually go ahead and show one of these, I think. It's for, what's a short one actually? We'll go with this one. Basically what this is, beginner races I mean, are they're the only races you have unlocked off the beginning of the game, and they're basically you race against a lot of slower, weaker Chao here. So basically, as the name would imply, it's a race for beginner Chao. So it's something to enter to get you started, I guess. Basically, what you can see here is I'm not doing anything here. The Chao just go by themselves, but you can like. Right there, press the A button or something. And that'll use a bit of extra stamina and we'll go faster for a little bit. But other than that, the Chao's performance in every race is dictated by, like when I picked up that Chao in the garden a couple minutes ago, you could see it briefly came up while I was holding it with a bunch of stats like running, swimming, flying, stamina, power, I think is all of them. Basically, oh cool, he got a prize. Basically running makes you run faster, of course. Swimming makes you swim faster. Flying, you can fly further. And power, you can climb faster and shake fruit off trees faster. But that's about it. Jewel Race is basically the same thing. I'm not going to show one from here because it's essentially the same as beginner race, just higher level. You have all these courses here, they're a bit longer, and but they're basically the same. One of them will test swimming, one of them will test flying, etc. Next up we have challenge races here, which I'll show, I'll get to a race in here in a second, I just want to explain the other couple here. But you can see there's 12 different challenges. You start with only this unlocked, and every time you beat a challenge race, the next one unlocks. And then, so there's 12 in total, and you get a couple prizes for the Chao Gardens by doing this. But we also have, where are they? Come on. Hero and Dark Race here. I don't need to show both of them because they're identical, pretty much. But, Hero Race can only be entered by Hero Chao, and Dark Race can only be entered by Dark Chao, of course. So you'll race against a specific group of Chao each time, and these last ones here are basically the same as the final race from the challenge races. But what I will do now, so Hero and Dark are basically the same as challenge race here, so I'll just go ahead and show the last race from challenge race to give an example of what you kind of go up against at the, I guess you could say, the very end of the Chao race thing. So, we'll get to that. Alrighty. So in this race, you probably expect this, of course, but it's going to be significantly longer than the last race. Which, geez, that took less than 30 seconds, I think, for the first one. But this race, you can see at the top left of the map there, it's going to take a lot longer. And the opponents are a lot, well, opponent is a lot faster overall, too. Those Jack in the Box things, yeah, there, it did show it. Depending on your Chao's luck, you can either get an empty box, like I got, which is the good one, you want that. Or the, or something will pop out of it, like what happened to the opponent. And I'll just stun it for a few seconds. But luck is not, it's not anything like the running or flying or whatnot that it shows up. Basically, it's, don't remember exactly. It might be wrong, but the last I can remember hearing of it was it's dictated by, if you give blue class animals to your Chao. There's different classes of animals. I didn't explain that actually. There's blue, gold, or not gold. Yeah, there's gold actually. Blue, gold, yellow, black, green, red, and I don't know if that's it. But blue basically boosts all stats evenly. Red boosts power, green boosts running, yellow boosts swimming. There was purple, I forgot purple, I think. Purple boosts flying. Gold are just special animals, they'll boost something random depending on it, and black is the same as gold, except it uses kind of darker themed animals, I suppose, like you get a bat, a skeleton dog, that kind of stuff. But, yeah, as I said, blue boosts all the stats, less so than the animals that would be specifically tailored for that group of stats, but it does boost everything a little bit, which is kind of nice, and I'm pretty sure, as I said before, it does boost the luck stat a wee bit. Or actually, that might be gold animals, I'm not sure. It's been years since I've actually looked anything like that up, so that's probably wrong, but oh well. Yeah, thing to note actually is, in the Dreamcast and Gamecube versions of this game, well, the original versions if you will, there was another mode for Chao Race called Party Race, where basically what you could do was you could race your own Chao in, like, that was worded bad. Basically, you're obviously going to have multiple Chao, so you could raise a bunch of different Chao and race them against each other and see kind of which of your Chao is the overall best. But also you could race them on Chao, a Chao on one memory card against a Chao on another. So that was kind of a way where, like, if you had a friend come over, you could bring his memory card or something. Or she could bring, I don't know. I don't know about your friends, but whatever. But they could bring their memory card and, you know, plug it in. You could race your Chao against their Chao and see kind of who comes out on top. Oh, another thing actually is, I didn't mention this, for the Hero and Dark races, you don't start with those unlocked off the bat. What you gotta do to get those is, you need to raise one Hero and one Dark type Chao, which, I can find one here somewhere. Right, there you are. Okay, well that guy flying up there, that is a Dark type Chao. Basically what that is, if you raise it with a Dark character, such as Shadow, Rouge, or Eggman. If you're nice to it with that, it'll become a Dark Chao, but if you're nice with your hero characters, then they become Hero Chao. But anywho, we'll start off now with the Chao Karate mode. This mode is extremely, extremely basic. Basically, there's almost no player input whatsoever. We'll start with the hardest one, because I know my guy can do that, no problem. Anywho, yeah, all you really do is, again, it's dictated by, or how well you do is dictated by your stats. But really, all you have to do is sit and watch the Chao fight. You can see they... Oh, man. It's kind of rare sometimes to get both of them hitting each other. Basically, actually, just saw, you can see it right there. One of two ways you can win there is knocking the opponent out of the ring, or with almost any other fighting type thing out there, if your Chao reduces the opponent's health to 0 there. But really, you don't have to do anything here. I'm not even holding the controller right now. You just watch. The only input that you have here is, if you notice on the bottom there's a little bar that says Zeal. That is, oh my god, it's doing horrible. But Zeal there, once that runs out, your Chao will stop fighting, they'll start getting discouraged and just kind of sit around. So basically you just mash the A button to refill that. and they'll make your Chao keep fighting. But I don't know. There's really nothing else to say about this mode. Yeah, I guess the thing to note is these last 3 Chao here that you're gonna fight. There's I should have mentioned this. In every different difficulty for this, like the beginner, standard, expert, and super, I think it was. There's basically 5 different matches that you have to go through. It's not like best 3 out of 5 type thing. You have to win all 5 to pass the league. But in this particular one, the last 3 Chao you fight, you'll notice they're all not shiny, jewel Chao, I guess. I think that's the right term. But that's not the thing to note. The thing to note about them is, if you're familiar with Chao at all, you've probably heard of a thing called Chaos Chao, which basically, once your Chaos live long enough, you can give it a bunch of specific animals and whatnot, and they'll turn into one of these, which basically they never die or anything like a normal Chao would. But in the order we've been fighting them, we fought the hero one first, then the dark one, and this is the normal one. But there we go, nothing to it at all. Very simple. So with that, yeah, we've won yet again, I might say, the super difficulty Chao Karate, and that's about it you can do with Chao. You can raise the... Actually, yeah, there is something else I want to show here. That's basically all you can really do with Chao aside from raising them. But I will show something else here if we leave the garden. Actually, I'll go ahead and show these quick. There are 2 other gardens you get. The hero one is up here, which you get this one from raising a hero Chao. I went through that before. You can kind of get a view of this. It's a lot nicer looking than the normal one, but I don't know, appearance doesn't really matter to me at all. Then down here, if you could probably guess, is the Dark Garden, which is quite the opposite, really. Very dark, gloomy, pools of blood, no big deal. This garden here was actually bigger in the Dreamcast version, not in the Gamecube. This is the same version as the Gamecube garden. But this wall here, there was another room behind there. I forget what was back there, but there was just another room, so it was only slightly bigger. Yeah, so that's all the gardens, 3 in total. Back here is the Chao Kindergarten, which there you can see a bunch of different rooms here. I'll start, I guess, right to left. Fortune telling house. Yeah, I don't have a Chao right now, actually, so I can't show it. But basically that, she'll suggest names for you. You can either be like, yeah, I like that, and your Chao will get named that, or you can say no to it, and you can name it yourself. This, here is the health center, of course. You can see a medical chart, and get a checkup for your Chao and see how they're doing in regards to all their, like, races and whatnot. It'll show you all the different medals they can get. Principal's room here is just basically a glorified tutorial on Chao. So that's really nothing. Classroom here, you can leave your Chao here for a while, and it'll say, like, today's lesson, for example, is tambourine. So once your Chao is ready to get picked up... Oh, what's this, actually? Bulletin board. You can pick it up, and randomly it'll start doing whatever the lesson was in the garden. For example, if I were to leave a Chao there now, when I pick it up, randomly it might start playing a tambourine when it's just sitting around. And then lastly here we have the black market. Depending on the number of emblems you have, the inventory here changes, but generally you can buy a bunch of different fruits here, some Chao eggs, tree seeds, and things for your Chao to wear on its head here. Also mushroom. That basically just is good for boosting stamina quicker. That is everything in the Chao Kindergarten. And we've shown all the gardens, so that's about, well, all I want to show and all I can show in the Chao Garden. So, I guess we're done with this game completely. So, thing I just want to mention actually is in the finale video for Sonic Adventure 2, I did say I was doing the Golden Sun and Dead Space 2 LPs. I've changed my mind with the Dead Space 2. I'm still going to be uploading Dead Space 2. It's just not going to be a full LP just because we recorded a couple hours. Me, Duncan, and Cole. We recorded a few hours of that, but we are barely through the game. Like, we're on chapter 4 out of I don't know how many chapters. So with having to get everyone over to record it and everything, it's going to be too much of a pain to be able to make it consistent. So I'm going to upload what I have, but it's kind of just going to be us messing around on Dead Space, I guess. In Golden Sun, I'm still going to be doing that, but my friend Duncan, he has a GameCube with a Game Boy player attachment, so I can play like GBA games on that. I'm seeing if he can get me that, and then I'm going to be recording it off there because I really don't want to use an emulator. I'm pretty against that, but if I have to, I guess I could. But so the Golden Sun might not be starting for a few days, either because he's getting the GameCube for me, or I'm trying to figure out how to record it off the computer with good quality, I guess. But anyways, so I just want to bring that up. But that brings an end to our Sonic Adventure 2 LP. So I will see you guys on the next one.